चेंज हो गला Hello students, welcome to VANIK Smart. We have discussed the detail on United Nations and its reforms, its role since its inception and the positive role played by United Nations and the challenges before it and the steps taken to initiate the reforms. Fine. And the questions also we have discussed from the mains point of view. Today we will discuss some MCQs which are most probable on this particular topic, and the topic is United Nations. Fine. We will discuss some MCQs which are probable for the preliminary round of examination, almost all the exams like the civil service in SSC, OSSC and other examinations. Because United Nations being the premier world body, it's always important, and its present diversified role has opened new issues and new challenges before it, and they quite often remain in news. That's why, so MCQ on this particular topic is always there in different examinations. We'll discuss them. Some of these MCQs we'll discuss in today's session. To start with, the first question: when was the United Nations organization founded? You all know that UNO was created as a successor of the League of Nations. League of Nations was created in the post World War I period, but it was not successful in preventing the Second World War. So in the post Second World War period, fine, the global community, so they sit at the San Francisco conference, and prior to that there was the Dumbarton conference, and but the UN charter was signed at the San Francisco conference. Fine. So, and it was created on 24th October 1945. This is the year, and you know this particular October 25th is every year observed as UN Day. This is very important also. You can get one hint from this particular question, that which date is observed as the UN Day. It is 24th October, because on this date in 1945 the world body was created. Fine. So question number 1 answer is C, and the related question to this is, so which day is observed as UN Day? So it is on October 25th. Fine. Then coming to question number 2, so how many member countries did the UN have during its formation? When it was founded in 1945, so only 55 members are there. Okay, so the mandate was independent country to sovereign countries are to be member, but country like India, which were not fully independent by then, also were added as the founding members. So 51 countries are the founding members, but it has increased to 193 members at present. So that is why it is called, there is a near four-fold growth in the membership of United Nations. Membership has grown to nearly 4 times, from 51 to 193, slightly less than 4 times, but in the last 70 years, so many countries in Asia, Africa and Latin America become independent, and once they become independent, so they decided to join United Nations, the premier global body for peace and security as well as for development. So it was 51 members for the founding members. Official languages are 6, okay, and but prominent is English, Arabic, Persian, Russian, okay, so Chinese, okay, 6 official languages are used, but majority is dealt in English. Fine. That is question number 3. Answer is B, 6 official languages. Then coming to the next question, this is to You know, this is about the Security Council. This is the total membership of the Security Council. You know, Security Council has 15 members. Okay, the UNSC, as it is known as popularly UNSC, has 15 members. So 5 are permanent and 10 are non-permanent. This question is relating to non-permanent members. So coming to this non-permanent members, correct number is 10, and these 10 members are from different geographical region. It is not that anyone can be a member. Every geographical region has its specification. From which region, how many members will be elected to the UNSC in the non-permanent category for a 2-year term. Fine. So these 10 non-permanent members are elected from different regions to the UNSC, because apart from the 5 permanent members, it has 10 non-permanent members. Fine. What is the term of the non-permanent members? So they are elected for a 2-year term. Fine. The non-permanent members are elected for a 2-year term, but there is a limitation. No country can immediately put its candidature for a second term. That means, so if the term will be over this year, so it cannot contest for the next immediate term. So it has to wait at least for 1 term gap for the next. Fine. And the tenure starts from, normally that period starts from 1st January and ends on 31st December the next year. Okay. Example you can take, those who will join from 1st January 2023, they will continue till 31st December 2024. Okay. This will be the 2-year tenure, completing 2 complete years from 1st January 2023 till to 31st December 2024 normally. Okay. So this is the period of 2 years, so for which the non-permanent members of the Security Council are elected. And who elect them? They are elected by the General Assembly. Fine. Then so question number 5 answer is 2 years. Then coming to 6, what is the term of the judges of the ICJ? You know, so ICJ is the judicial wing of United Nations. Fine. ICJ is headquartered at The Hague in Netherlands. We have discussed it. Okay. In the Netherlands, ICJ has 15 judges. It has 15 judges, and the judges are elected for a 9-year term. Fine. So the judges are elected for a 9-year term, and one man can contest or can be a judge in consecutive period also. You can say presently India's Justice Dalbir Singh Bhandari is on a 2nd term at the ICJ as a judge, and he is the chairperson of the ICJ, okay, at present. So age India, so this is another important link question. Justice Dalbir Singh Bhandari. Okay, so from India on 2nd term at ICJ. Fine. So this is called a success of Indian diplomacy, because for the first time an Indian judge is the head of the ICJ. Okay. This credit goes to the Indian diplomacy, because India was able to diplomatically talk or take relationship with other country and convince them to go for electing Justice Bhandari as the head of the ICJ. Fine. This is a big honor to India since independence, because although he was a judge earlier, but no Indian was ever a judge at the head of this judge at the ICJ, which he is at present. Question number 6. Then the next one, going to 7. So the UN Secretary General heads which principal organ of the United Nations? Okay. UN principal organs are General Assembly, Security Council, Economic Social Council, Secretariat. So he being the Secretary General. Okay. So Secretariat is there, the coordinating agency of all other major organs and programs. The Secretary General at the head of the United Nations, at the face of United Nations, he heads the Secretariat, and Secretariat coordinates the activity of all other UN organs. Okay. It provides assistance to all other UN agencies and programs in as part of its duty, and the Secretary General heads a team of, it is called the international bureaucrats. They are called as the team of international bureaucrats. Okay. So, and a headquarter at that UN headquarter New York, he officiates from. So, it is the Secretariat which provides this. So, Secretary General is the Secretariat. Then which organ of United Nations is responsible for coordinating the work of the specialized agency? Because you know UN has many specialized agencies, UNESCO, UNICEF, so many. Okay, UNDP, UNEP, WHO, ILO, so many multiple UN agencies are there, and they all are coordinated by the Economic and Social Council. Fine, which is popularly known as ECOSOC, called as ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council. So, it is the Economic and Social Council which is the organ which coordinates the work of all specialized agencies of the United Nations. Fine. So, answer is B to question number 8. Then moving further to question number 9. What is the term of the UN Secretary General? The Secretary General is elected by the General Assembly and the Security Council. For a 5-year term. Okay. On a 5-year term, and that 5-year term, so one can contest for the second term also. Normally, so the present Secretary General, okay, so he is also on his second term. So 5 plus 5, but no one can contest for a third term consecutively. So the present Secretary General also is on a second 5-year term. So it is a 5-year, he is elected for a 5-year term. In which year UN awarded Nobel Prize? It was in the first 2006. So UN get the Nobel Prize. Okay. How many members does the Economic and Social Council have? The Economic and Social Council, okay, which is the coordinating agency of all United Nations institutions, okay, special programs and specialized institutions, popularly known as ECOSOC, has a 54 members. So 54 members, but they are elected by the General Assembly and Security Council. Okay. So they are elected, there are 54 members and they are elected, okay, so for a 3-year term with 1/3 retiring every year. One-third member retired every year, and there are 54 members. Fine. Then coming to question number 8, the United Nations agency concerned with improvement of the standard of education and strengthening international cooperation in this field, especially education. So, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. What? Education, UN, Educational, then Scientific and Cultural Organizations. This is UNESCO. Okay. UNICEF look after the children, UNEP for environment, and UNI. Okay. Industrial Development Organization looks after industrial development. Okay. Then permanent members, how many permanent members are there in the Security Council? Security Council has 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members. So, the number of permanent members in the UNSC is 5. Okay, who are they? They are the USA, Russia, UK, France and China. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 permanent members. Fine. So, UNSC has 5 permanent members, and so they are given an extra or a special veto power. Okay, to negate the decisions of all. If any one of these permanent member don't want, so it can apply veto to nullify any decision taken at the UNSC. If 14 members even agreed and 1 member disagree, so this can be also fine. Then coming to 14, how many judges are there in the International Court of Justice? We have discussed it earlier. There are 15 judges elected for a 9-year term. Fine, the judges are elected for 9 years and there are 15 judges. Okay. So, and the seat of the ICJ at The Hague in Netherlands. In Netherlands. Fine. Then moving to the next. Who is the current Secretary General of the United Nations? Antonio Guterres is the current Secretary General, serving his second term. Antonio Guterres serving his second term as Secretary General of UNO. Fine. But if the following country is not a permanent member of UNSC, so USA is a member, yes, UK is a permanent member, France is a permanent member, then Russia is a permanent member and China. So, Spain is not a member. So, Spain is the, so this Spain is not a permanent member. Okay. Fine. Then moving to the next, General Assembly, the General Assembly of the United Nations meets in a regular session. So, once in a year, okay, and that is in the month of September. So, 3rd Tuesday of September is the day for the UNGA annual session, as it is called, annual session. And normally this annual session is attended by the head of the state or government from member countries. Normally the country sent one delegation to United Nations and that delegation meets on a regular basis, but at the annual session, which is called the annual session of UNGA, it is attended by the head of the state or government from member country, or the country may send a delegate, okay, so to address, and if each and every member country is given a chance to address the General Assembly session during this particular annual session period and raise issues of common interest. Fine. Then moving next, which of the following is one of the official language? Is not. So, French, Arabic, Spanish, English, okay, Chinese and Germany are the official language. So, Italian is not among the official languages. So, answer is D. On what date did the UNO adopt the Universal Declaration of Human Rights? So, it was on 10th December 1948 that United Nations declared. It is the General Assembly, UN General Assembly, okay, UNGA as it is known as, So, who declared it? The UN. Okay. Fine. On 10th December 1948, the UN General Assembly passed the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So, what? Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Okay. It was on 10th December. So, every year 10th December is observed as Human Rights Day. Around the world. Fine. Then coming to question number 20, who coined the term United Nations? Okay, it is the American President Franklin Roosevelt, okay, who coined this term as United Nations. So, answer to this is A, Franklin Roosevelt. Then 21, so what is the general nature of the specialized agencies of UNO? Most of the states are the members of these specialized agencies. Fine. So, different agency, different members, different states are members. All these special agencies have been brought in relationship with the UN through special agreements. All the agencies, they have been brought with relationship with the United Nations by special agreements. Each specialized agency has a constitution or charter of its own which describes the duties, functions, constitution, etc. of the organization. Fine. So, all these are correct. Fine. So, most of the states are members of these specialized agencies. All these specialized agencies have been brought in relationship with the UN through special agreements. Each specialized agency has a constitution or charter of its own which describes the duties, functions, constitution, etc. and all these are correct. Then coming to question number 22. The UN Day is celebrated every year, as I discussed, on 24th October, because on 24th October 1945, which year? 24th October 1945, UN charter signed. Prior to that, UN came into existence. So, this 24th October, okay, is observed as the UN Day. Then the UN Charter was signed prior to that, before coming into operation on 26 June 1945. Fine. So, it was at San Francisco, the UN Charter was signed on 24th June 1945, and after ratification by the member countries, so it came into operation on 24th October 1945. The 26th June the charter was signed, 24th October, so the UN came into being. From June to October, this period was taken for ratification by the member states. So, it was signed on 26th June 1945. So, answer is B. The General Assembly of the United Nations has designated 2021 as International Year of Peace and Trust and International Year of Creative Economy for Sustainable Development. So, answer is A. Then 25. So, what function are performed by the UN Secretary General? So, normally Secretary General is the head of the United Nations, and the Secretary General is the chief administrative officer of the organization. The Secretary General acts in capacity of the chief administrative officer of the organization in all meetings of the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, and of the Trusteeship Council. Secretary General make annual report to the UN General Assembly in the work of the organization. The Secretary General may bring to the notice of the Security Council any matter which is in his opinion threatens the maintenance of international peace and security. So, all of these are included as part of the function of the Secretary General. So, answer is D to this particular question. Fine. which UN organ has suspended its operation since 1994? It is the Trusteeship Council. As you all know, TC, TC stands for the Trusteeship Council. Okay, it was created to manage the trust territories, and the last trust territory, Palau. Okay, Pacific Ocean island country becoming fully independent. So, United Nations Trusteeship Council has lost all territory under it. So, there is no more territory under it. So, this became defunct. Okay. So, it suspended its operation because there is no trust territory to be handled by the United Nations Trusteeship Council. For the first Secretary General is the Rugby Lee, the first Secretary General. Okay. So, resolution of peace. Okay, resolution on uniting for peace was adopted in 1950. That means, in case any permanent member apply veto, the General Assembly can under this take action if it wants for peace, the global peace. Fine. This is then coming to the first meeting of the United Nations was held in London, because it was not, headquarters was not established in New York. So, UN was not established in New York. So, the first meeting was held at London. The UN Charter was ratified in 1945 by how many countries? Although 51 countries signed, but 29 among them have ratified the UN Charter when it came into operation on 24th October 1945. So, 51 countries signed, and on 26th June, and 29 member ratified after the ratification. So, it came into operation as an organization on 24th October 1945. So, with the ratification of 29 member states. Fine. So, this is the first part. Okay. Let us move to the next. So, fine. So, coming to this, the next one, consider the following statement about United Nations. UN was formed following the devastating World War II to prevent a future global conflict. It was a successor to League of Nations. The UN Charter was adopted in 1950. So, you see, we have discussed this link slightly before. UN was formed following the devastating World War II to prevent future global conflict, is right. Okay, this one is right. Fine. And so, this is right. It was successor to League of Nations, definitely, but it was not adopted in 1950 rather than 1945. So, 1 and 2 are right. Okay. So, answer will be B to this particular question. Fine. Then, which among the following are included in the list of principal organ of the United Nations? General Assembly, Security Council, okay. Then North Atlantic Treaty Organization, International Bank for Economic and Development, International Court of Justice. As you all know, United Nations has 6 principal organs. We have discussed them. I will discussing. Okay. So, General Assembly is one such, Security Council is one such, NATO is not, IBRD is not. So, ICJ is one. So, 1, 2, 1, 5. 1, 2, 1, 5. So, answer is C. So, 1 General Assembly, 2 Security Council, 5 ICJ. These 3 are the major, along with that Economic Social Council and the Secretariat and the Trusteeship Council are the other 3 major organs of the United Nations. Okay. Which among the following is the administrative organ of the United Nations? It is the Secretariat, which is the administrative organ of the United Nations. The Secretariat administers or provides administrative support to all the other UN agencies. Then consider the following statement about the Food and Agriculture Organization. It is headquartered at Rome. Okay. So recently our Chief Minister visited. Okay. So Rome, during his visit to Rome, he visited this. Okay. It is a specialized wing of United Nations. Okay. The 42nd session was held in 2022 is wrong. So 1 and 2 are right. So coming to this question, question number 4, right answer is B, because 1 and 2 are correct and this is not correct. Fine. Then coming to question number, the next question, question number 5. Who has given 14 points program for transformation of the League of Nations? Okay. It is Woodrow Wilson, the American president, who has given this. Fine. And that transformation led to the creation of the United Nations. Then which of the following is not associated with the United Nations? ILO is a specialized agency dealing with labor. WHO deals with the health, global health, the global health that repository, or you can say the guardian of global health. But ASEAN is a regional grouping, okay, association of Southeast Asian nations. So coming to this, so this is not, okay, associated with United Nations. This is a regional group, association of Southeast Asian nations. In 1967 it was created. Okay, so it is not. So answer will be C. Then 7. So match the following UN specialized agency and the headquarter. Fine. That International Fund Agriculture Development is not Geneva. Okay. So International Labour Organization Rome is not incorrect. International Monetary Fund is at Washington. Okay. So only option 3 is right, because 1 and 2 are incorrectly matched. Fine. Then consider the following statement about World Trade Organization. It has been established under the Marrakesh Agreement signed in 1994 at Morocco. Okay. It incorporates the principle of General Agreement on Tariff and Trades, GATT. GATT is an international treaty which is binding on all members. Yes. So all the 3 are correct, 1, 2, 3. So right answer is D to question number 8. Right answer is D. Then moving forward, the Global Financial Stability Report is published by the IMF. International Monetary Fund every year publishes a Global Financial Stability Report. Okay. Which conference adopted the United Nations Charter on 26 January? We have discussed the San Francisco Conference. So declare this. So it is answer is C to question number 10. Then 11. Consider the following statement regarding International Monetary Fund. It has been established at the Bretton Woods Conference, okay, held in 1944. It focuses on fostering global monetary cooperation. Okay. Yes. It came into operation in 1954 is wrong, because established in 1945, not in 54. Fine. So option is 1 and 2. So B is the right answer. Then coming to question number 12. Consider the following statement regarding International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD. It is an international financial institution working in the field of poverty eradication in rural area of developing countries. It is a special agency of United Nations. It brings out rural development reports every 2 years. It is not. So it is not, the report is not by this, neither it is in the 2 years interval. Then coming to which among the following part of the World Bank Group. World Bank Group has 5 institutions as we have discussed earlier. So that includes IBRD, IDA, IFC, MIGA and ICSID. Then you check, okay, International Bank for Economic Development is there, International Financial Institute Corporation is there, Multinational Guarantee Agency, MIGA, okay, is there. So all of these are the agencies. So answer will be D. What are the parameters to become a member of UN? So it must be a state, it must be a peace loving country, it must accept the obligations to charter, it must be willing to carry out these obligations, it must be able to carry out these obligations. So all these are correct. So coming to question number 14, answer is D. Then in the next question, 15, India is not a member of which of the following institution? Okay. So, India is a member of International Finance Corporation, Multilateral Agency or MIGA, International Development Association, but International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute, ICSID, India is not a member of ICSID, India is not a member. Fine. Then moving further, which among the following were established by the Bretton Woods Conference? International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, both are established. So, that is why they are called as the Bretton Woods twins. What they are called as? They are called as Bretton Woods twins, because both are established by the Bretton Woods Agreement, but the WTO was established by the Marrakesh Agreement. Fine. So, answer is 1 and 2. Then coming to the next question. Which of the following statement about International Bank for Reconstruction and Development are correct? It is the largest development bank. Middle income country represent more than 60% of the IBRD portfolio. IBRD deals with both government and private players. No, it never deals with private players. It only deals with the government of the countries. So, private is dealt by IFC. So, IFC deals with the private one. So, this is incorrect. So, only 1 and 2. So, right answer is B for question number 17. Fine. Then 18, consider the program following about United Development Program, UNDP. The UNDP Executive Board is made up representative from 36 countries around the world who serve on a rotating basis. It is founded entirely by voluntary contribution from member nations. The UNDP is considered an executive board within the UN General Assembly. Okay, all are correct. Fine. So, all the 3 statements regarding UNDP are correct, and UNDP publishes the UNDP Human Development Index every year. UNDP is famous for publishing the Human Development Report and the SDI, popularly Human Development Index, which rank countries on the performance of life expectancy, literacy and the standard of living. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3 are the right options. Then moving next, consider the following statement about United Nations Development Program. Okay. World Food Program is a branch of United Nations that deals with the hunger eradication and promotes food security in the world. WEP stands for, okay. So, World Food Program, okay. It get Nobel Prize in 2020 for peace, okay. So, both are true, 1 and 2. Fine. Then moving forward, the Global Report on Food Crisis released by which following organization? The World Economic Program releases the Global Report on Food Crisis. Okay. Then the headquarter of United Nations High Commission for Refugee is at Geneva in Switzerland. So, the headquarter of UNHCR is at Geneva in Switzerland. So, answer is A. Then coming to 22, with regard to United Nations Children Fund, International Children's Emergency Fund, popularly called as UNICEF, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. Okay. It started at the International Child's Agency Fund. UNICEF engages in fighting for the rights of children all over the world. It received Nobel Prize in 2000, no. So, 1 and 2 are right. Okay. Then the next 23, with respect to relations between India and UNICEF, consider the following statement. UNICEF partnership with India began in 1949 and its first office was established in New Delhi in 1952. The nodal agency in India is interact with the UNICEF, is Government of India's Ministry of Home Affairs. No, it is the UNICEF deals with the child and women and child development. Fine. And India is one of the top donors to UNICEF. Yes, India donates a lot to UNICEF. Okay. So, it is answer is C because 2 is the incorrect one. Then 24, following statement United Nations Office on Drug and Crime, UNODC, it was formed in 1997 the Office of Drug Control and Crime Prevention by the combining 2 UN offices. It was renamed to its current name in 2002. It is also the chief UN body for delivering legal and technical assistance to prevent terrorism. So, all the three are correct. Then coming to 25, the headquarters of UN Environment Program is at Nairobi in Kenya. So, the headquarters of this United Nations Environment Program or UNEP, UNEP, Nairobi in Kenya. Fine. So, friends, we have discussed some important questions. Hope so this will be useful for you in your different exams. Okay. So, keep on watching our programs. So, for enriching yourself on different topics. Fine. Thank you.